The NRM is that you can't trust their figures. You said here, and I saw a document by the Honorable Kasaija presenting to NRM MPs in Entebbe. Public debt 116. In the documents that Musa Asisi has brought, including the recent one on statistics, public debt 126. Every NRM document that you will have has a different figure. I don't know, it depends on which audience and what they want to extract from that audience. When they are meeting a caucus and they want them to support a budget that will require a lot of borrowing, they will tell them we haven't gone beyond 50% of public debt to GDP. The figure will reduce. If they are meeting another audience, but to have a target is a good thing, and I salute them that we want to grow the economy every year 10%. We want to build this economy to this number. But I have told you, one of the things they wanted to do was to bring everybody into the economy, into the money economy, to begin production, to grow. Irrigation has remained at 1%. Improved seed is 4%. People who took the first batch of money of PDM, only one out of $1 trillion, 1.4 billion has been paid. When you read the reports of the Auditor General, sometimes money is withdrawn, it hasn't reached where it is going. Where it has reached, they have used to pay school fees. In theory, first of all, it is okay to have a target and say this is our target. But that target must also be realistic, because it can demoralize you. That you say, I want to achieve this, and then you achieve less.
But you want to create a notion that PDM is not.
It is. I am sure you know, Honorable Mr. that it is not working. It is good to scatter money to go on everybody. There is nobody you'll ask whether giving him money is bad. Everybody will say thank you very much.
Because the measurement of PDM as of now is how many people in the parish have received.
And usually,
have accessed PDM.
And usually, that
not
is
how many have paid back.
That is usually the NRM measure.
We will get there on the payback.
No,
but at the moment, if you want to measure, is how many people in the parish have received.
Don't rewrite the policy. Don't say you will get there. Your own policy written is that after 24 months, the first batch of the money should be repaid to revolve. You have now collected 0.0, and you want to score yourself 100%.
No. We are still distributing
these standards,
the money.
you put them. I am not the one who put the standards. You are the one who said 24 months, the first money we dispatched should return and then benefit others. What has returned is 0.00%. And I am saying that is not working. As a policy, you come back and say, here it has failed. But NRM like say, even when they are measuring education, they are not going to measure the output. They are going to measure the enrollment. And then say, oh, we are doing very well. At enrollment, we have 2 million children. When we came in power, it was this number. Now it is this. They are not going to give you figures of completion, because
can you achieve completion without enrollment?
You have heard.
So first things first.
You have heard. When you enroll 2 million at the time of P7, you have less. You have 600. Where the others have gone. That's what you deal with. If I'm going to measure you, I am not going to measure you at enrollment. I'm going to measure you because it is not enrollment that was going to grow the country. So the distribution of money was never going to grow the country. The point we made, you have a standard gauge railway, you want to carry stuff. If production hasn't gone up, what will you be carrying? You start that by looking at agriculture, because your economy, the 4 areas, one of them is agro-processing. I have told you started a factory, fruit factory in Teso, and you are bringing mangoes from Kenya. So you want to continue doing that. Your own report of Auditor General is saying you invested in 20 companies through UDC, and the return is 0.8%. So these are things that should worry anyone, that before I make a choice, and that's how decisions are made. If I'm going to do a road and I want a return on that investment, and I have a list of roads, so which roads do I choose? Musasi's and cabinet will choose a road because that sub-county voted NRM very much. And then they will choose another. These are the decisions that they make. These decisions never grow the economy. Look, you come to Chira, where URA is collecting over 80 billion, and there are no roads. Then you go to Paris Akumi, there is a road, not use it, no money is coming from there. One time I spoke to an engineer who was a PS in the Ministry of Works, and he told me for every dollar that you don't invest in the road infrastructure, you lose 2. Because people are going to lose time, people are going to be repairing these vehicles every day, and they're going to consume fuel. So collectively the economy will be losing this money. So when you are making, and I said, and I want to repeat, it is not because they are not intelligent, extremely intelligent, but they are serving politics. So they will choose a road even if there are no vehicles there. For them, because it is politics, then people will celebrate, the president will go on commission, and Musasi will tell you the number. We now number of kilometers of paved roads. We are at 10,000. Where have you paved it? In the middle of nowhere.
Let me give the honor, you'd like to respond to some of these things so that we can be able to take a break.
Yes.
Please.